Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and yeah. Doing music with CYHRA, the solo stuff, touring all over the world, mixing albums, producing bands in my studio in Switzerland. Yeah, it's great. Now I came to Finland yesterday to do some interviews regarding the solo album, and then SUBURBAN TRIBE rehearsals, because we're doing a summer comeback with the boys. Since we called it quits in 2011, maybe not the next year, but a couple of years after that, we've been asked, we've been offered, like every summer, hey, and we've always said no, but this time we thought, because it's 30 years from the first album, okay, why not? And everybody, okay, let's just do 6 festivals, and now we have the On the Rocks pre-Tuska show, and yeah, so we get together after. I mean, we've seen each other, we've been in contact all these years. I've done a few albums with Janne and stuff, but it was just like a little bit rusty. But now it's actually, we rehearsed several times. It's sounding really good.
Is it just going to be for the show, or do you think you might be doing more? Or
No, I don't think so. We all have so much other stuff, so we're gonna just do these 7 shows, and then we'll see. But you never know. But the thought on my mind is that we're gonna do this, and I guess everyone's, and because I have a CYHRA tour coming up in the fall and stuff. So. But never say never.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't expect you to come back ever again. So.
Me neither, because we like when we quit. But after 13 or how many years? 13 years. Well, okay, it's a nice summer job.
If that's what you want to call it, then yeah.
It came out
maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't remember.
Week and a half,
yeah.
Something, depending when this comes out. But as we're talking, it's great. It was a long process. Finally, it's out. We did a few release shows. People been really liking that. I've got comments from because what is good in today's streaming thing, although the album is out as physical CD and vinyl, but people all over the world can listen to that, and the feedback has been like, man, I'm so glad you did this, because no one makes this kind of music anymore. Late 80s, early 90s stuff. So yeah, it's great. That's the music, kind of 80s music I grew up with, and learned to play guitar. I started to play in late 80s, and people been asking me to do this, and because I have the YouTube channel, I've some of those, or most of these songs on the album started out as an intro song for the YouTube channel, and people were like, man, these 80s kind of 90s style. That I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make an album, but I want to have different vocalists. And then when I started to finalize those songs from the YouTube video demos, I wrote them with a specific vocalist in mind. Then when I had the kind of basic structure, then I contacted the vocalist in question and, hey, would you be interested? Everybody, oh fuck yeah, of course. And then we finalized the songs together with each vocalist. It's a little tribute, but it's also, Nico is one of my oldest and dearest friends. We've done music since we were 20, which is only a few years, plus 0, that's something. So it was just because I think the tones are hard in a way, and then Nico features on 3 songs, actually 4 songs, because the Japan bonus track, it's also Nico. And one day I was just like, Hardtones. Nico's is Hardtone, but I did Hardtones, and I called him, hey, what do you think if, because we know each other. I mean, because Nico was the first guy I contacted when doing this. And I was like, absolutely, I'd be honored. Hardtones it is.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he has a tattoo of you somewhere, right? So it seems like appropriate that you.
Yes, he has I have a dime bag here, and Randy Rhodes here, and Nico has me on his calf. Is it here? What's the
Yeah, that's
calf. Yeah, and he didn't tell me anything. And one day he goes, "Hey, dude, check out." I was like, "Oh, who's that?" Dude, that's me. Like, yeah. I was like, well, wow, okay, nice. So now you're always with me. Good, or hopefully. I've always written stuff, and now I've just put those kind of demo versions out. You know, okay, I have a certain amplifier or guitar, and just write something. Or maybe it has changed that, because those YouTube stuff, sometimes you're analyzing stuff too much when you write, and you're self-criticizing yourself too much. But the YouTube stuff, I was like, yeah, fuck, it's good, yeah, whatever, some riffs. But many times I noticed that those are that I don't think about whatever first comes, and then I'll just program some drums and put it out, and then it's like, it's actually pretty good. So I think how it has changed, and I've certainly written more, and just because, you know, when you write and then every once in a while the stuff gets stuck on the wall, and it's like, oh, it's pretty good. So maybe in that sense that I've definitely written maybe more stuff, or at least put it out before it's actually ready. But because it's, you know, it's YouTube, intro song, it can be whatever, you know, as long as it's not completely suck.
Is it like, I don't know how long your intro songs are. Is it like a few seconds or?
No, it's like 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, kind of like basic riff, then maybe some imaginary chorus and a solo. And, you know, 1 minute, 1.5, and then when it came time to do the Hardtones, I just picked the ones that I like, that were kind of like in this style, because I wanted this album to be in a certain style. And then just kind of, okay, what this needs. Okay, have the basic, okay, verse, C section, whatever, and then, you know, so just like extended them and maybe tweak them a little bit, like, this chorus could be better, or something. But, yeah. Jonas, obviously, he sings on the song, he sings 2 songs. Ben plays additional lead guitars, but the Silver and Ose, the bass player and drummer, they weren't, but the video came like, we filmed it a year ago. Last summer I was here, and then the song wasn't even ready. I just kind of rough mix, and I was like to Ben that, hey, I'm here, what if I come to your rehearsal place and let's learn the song? And we, you know, learned the song and played it for real and did a video, and then when it was time to do these shows, I asked that, hey, that sounded great on your rehearsal place when we did the game, would you be interested? And they were absolutely. So they learned the parts, like I flew into Finland for those shows just a few days earlier, went to the rehearsal place, they knew, like, it was just like, we played, and I was just like, wow, you have really learned these songs. And one song, I think it was Testify, Silver was, Euge, I think you played that one riff, isn't it like this on the album, but you, like, could be, oh, you're actually right, thank you. Yeah, so that was great, and so they were my band on those shows, absolutely fantastic musicians and nice guys, and if we have time and if there's interest to do more of these solo shows, they will be the band. And Jonas is a fantastic vocalist. He can sing any of the album songs, because it's very unlikely that,
yeah,
you know, all the vocalists, because it was sort of a miracle that on the Rocks everybody was there except Jake, because his flight was cancelled or moved or whatever, but he was supposed to be there, and it was just like Sammy had a show on the next day, and so but Jonas can pretty much sing, or Nico, all of the songs. It will be great, but this year is so booked because the Suburban Tribe, then we have festivals with CYHRA, we have a Scandinavian tour with Evergrey, like a 1 month tour in October, August, possible European tour. The earliest it will be possible for me is next year, but then is it possible for
Yeah.
Ocean Horse or the other guys?
Yeah.
I don't know, so I haven't really thought about that because those two shows, they were kind of like, I wasn't really thinking of doing, but then there was people started to ask and the record label said, hey, I think it would be a good idea. And I was like, cool, if you arrange those, I'll get the band, I'll be there, we'll do those. So that was kind of like a little bit surprising to me that there were actually people, and I was like, well, great. Like, so yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We played only on this album 11 songs, and then we closed both nights with Panteros Cowboys from Hell, because everybody on the stage, mic is free, do your stuff. So, and it was also because Ocean Horse, I mean, they have their own shows and stuff, so I was like, hey, let's make this easy for everyone. Let's play the full album, and then one Pantera instead of learning this and that from there. And because the second album was instrumental, so it was just like, so that was a decision that we're gonna play the new album. If there's gonna be future shows, probably it would be nice to play some songs from the previous albums also. Because many of the vocalists are on the first album, like Nico and Jules, and all friends, great vocalists, nice to work with them. So when I was writing those songs from the YouTube intros, it kind of, I was starting to hear, like on Testify, I started, this is Sammy Pasadena, this is Jules, and this is Olli. I was like, oh, this is definitely Nico, I'm hearing him. And then I just kind of write those with those people in mind, even before knowing that, are they gonna say yes? But they all said yes, and they were absolutely. So it was kind of like, I guess the song kind of dictated like whose voice I had in mind, and then writing the stuff and choosing because I've written music with all of those guys except Olli. And with Olli we actually changed the structure and the chords a little bit to fit better. But I guess the song kind of dictated me that I started to hear certain guys, and then, hey, yes, I mean, yes. all the vocalists wrote the lyrics. Ben, I think Ben wrote, because Ben was recording Jonas, Ocean Horse's vocalist, and I guess they kind of wrote the lyrics together, or maybe Ben helped out. Then Ben also recorded Olli, but I think Olli wrote all the lyrics on that. Basically, on Pasadena, I told the Jules that this is about Eddie Van Halen, so write something about Eddie and Van Halen. Mostly the other guys, I was just like we Testify, when I had the song down, I sent it to Sammy, I was like, you know what to do. Sammy called me a few minutes later, yeah, I know exactly what to do. Then he sang it, he sent me, and I was like, this is exactly what I had in mind. So, I mean, I didn't give them some songs, it was like Fast Living, Slow Suicide, we discussed that about Olli, that it's like an anti-alcohol drug song in a way, or kind of personal experience, because we've all done things in our past. I've been sober for many years, but kind of had an idea of some songs what I would like them to be about, but basically I didn't write lyrics. I just give the vocalist the free hand to write whatever they wanted, unless I had an idea that, like Pasadena, I want this to be about Eddie Van Halen, and that's how Jules heard it too, because it's kind of Van Halen like song.
Kind of obvious.
Kind of obvious, like you know what to do. Yes. I guess always you'll hear. Well, Fast Living Slow Suicide, that's kind of Suicide Solution. Ozzy Osbourne. The riff is kind of like turned around, but it's flat faster. And there's a lot of things. Like Testify, that is kind of like Guns N' Roses. What's the song? Now I don't remember the title. It was on the Terminator movie. You Could Be Mine.
Yeah.
But the riff, but I kind of got that, and some people have said that it reminds a lot of some Aussie songs that Zakk Wylde plays, which I don't remember now. Many of those were like, you know, just not all, but I guess it's the obvious players that have been my favorites forever. Van Halen, Dimebag, Randy Rhoads, Zakk Wylde, John Sykes, Gary Moore. You know. The previous record's title is actually If You Are an Alcoholic and You Have Been Sober, Easy Does It is a key sentence.
Okay.
So you're clearly not an
No.
alcoholic because you don't know that. But that title is. I have friends like in the States who are alcoholics and in the program, and they're like, "Are you?" Yes. but not a. No, I don't think they're but except the title and now Fast Living Slow, because it's kind of personal thing, and nobody gets sober if it has to come from yourself, not if so I haven't found the need to, you know, be like soberism is cool. It's everybody. I mean, I think it's great if you can have a wine or stuff every now and then. That's awesome. I can't.
Yeah.
So that's just me. Yeah. I'm always willing to help because that's part of the process. By helping others, you help yourself. But like I said, if someone comes to me, hey, you know, I was like, yes, of course. But because I remember when I still drank and was like, when people came to, you should, that almost triggered the other way, like, oh, fuck, you don't know what. So, but if someone and some people have come and I've hopefully helped them, or I have, obviously then, because if you help others, you help yourself. So yeah, absolutely. But I'm not gonna go to.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that annoys me or annoyed me, and it will annoy someone. But if someone comes to me asking for advice or something, absolutely yes. Actually, it was announced today that we're gonna release a new collaboration song with CYHRA at the end of June with Dead by April and The Day We Left the Earth. We did like all bands, some play drums, some vocals, so that's next. The summer job with Suburban Tribe. Then some festivals with CYHRA in, I think, at least in Czech Republic. Then the Scandinavian autumn or fall Scandinavian tour with Evergrey. And there's been talks about a European tour, but we'll see that. And then mixing jobs. I was in Finland last week, but I flew to Switzerland for 2 days to mix 2 songs for a client because I have my studio and all my gear there. Because I'm not completely mixing in the box, as they say. But I've been thinking that maybe I should go there, because at least, I don't know, maybe someday. But so yeah, producing bands, mixing bands, I've done a lot. I have actually ongoing projects that I'm kind of producing, and then many things happening at the same time. I'm waiting, it's kind of like a Shining style band from Sri Lanka contacted me that they want me to mix their album, so I'm waiting for the material, and then maybe I need to fly back to Switzerland, or maybe I can do most of the stuff in the box with the computer, but yeah. mixing, producing, playing, and YouTube videos every now and then. Now I haven't had time to do much because I'm constantly everywhere. And sports. Like, yeah. So we didn't live in Switzerland when we did the last album, because I had my gear in a storage or in other studios like amps and stuff. But then when we moved to Switzerland, we decided that we're gonna get an apartment where I can actually have my studio, and we found one. I got my gear from studios all over Helsinki, Lahti, moved then to Switzerland, and we found it a place where there was actually an isolated hobby room. You can put a gym or a music studio, just did some acoustic, room coloration, and now, and since COVID, because the tours are now they're kind of getting back, but then I just it was partly of that YouTube thing, because people kept asking me that who has mixed this stuff, who has recorded it. I was like, me. I did the CYHRA album, produced and mixed, and then we were like, oh wow, and then people started to contact me, and I kind of never really thought that I was just more, well, I always considered myself as a hockey player who plays a little bit guitar. Now I guess I'm also a hockey player who plays a little bit guitar and produces and mixes. So that has come, just people like, hey, and this band from Sri Lanka, they contact, hey, we really like your CYHRA album, what you mixed, or this, or Sigir, what I produced. So I was like, oh yeah, sure, So that has been a new to me, because I really didn't consider myself, but I think I'm, at least based on people's opinions, pretty good. And when I listen to them, I say, well, yeah, it's pretty good, not bad. So that's been like really nice. I really like that. I enjoy that, because I have so much experience. I've done albums since tape, like real tape in the 90s. So I know a few things based on my experience. So yeah, that's I really like that, to get a band, young or old, and then to get the best out of them, playing wise, sound wise, and then mix it just like I hear it in my head. And that mixing thing, I wasn't that good before COVID, but then I really started to mix and get into, and finally, I mean, I'm good enough that I can get the sounds from my head to come out from the speakers, which is great. So I don't need to hire anyone to mix my solo album or CYHRA or whatever I do. I can keep the money myself. Red Wolf was just a COVID thing with no plans. But actually now when we were doing the Hardtones shows, we discussed about it with Sammy, and he said that, I've been thinking it would be really nice to do a few shows at some point. Like, let's just get together, because the album is great. We love that. We never played live. We never even been at the same place. Sammy and Adde met actually last summer, the first time at Bloodstock in UK, because we were playing there with CYHRA, and Adde was our drum tech, and Sammy was there playing with Last. He said, hey, oh, you're the guy. Yeah. Like, do you know each other? Yeah, we play in the same band, but we never met. We were like, say what? But we discussed it with Sammy that it would be nice to do a. I don't think we're gonna do you never say never, but cause that album was just, because it was supposed to be my solo album. But then Janne got involved, Adde and Sammy, and then Sammy ended up writing lyrics and singing all the songs, because I kind of wanted him. Then I just decided that let's call this a band, and like Red Wolf, and because it was a band effort. It wasn't just me. Everybody played their parts and had their input. Hopefully we'll have time to do a show or two with that one too.
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like you have a lot of plans the coming years, so that's going to be pretty exciting.
A lot of plans. Hopefully even some part of it actually, materializes. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Laureline, again. It's always a pleasure go check out the new album. It's available on all streaming platforms or services, whatever is the. But it's also available physically, CD and vinyl, at least from Record Store X, Levykauppa X. And in Switzerland somewhere, because my neighbor had bought the album, he has my autograph. I was like, where did you? I bought it from the shop. You bought it from here? I was like, yeah. Well, that's cool. So yeah, apparently Gramophone Records have done really good job at distributing it.
I'll check if they have something in Belgium available whenever I'm
But
there.
if not, Record Store X ships worldwide.
Alright.